Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go the information. 200 grams of a metal alloy that is 0.3% silver is combined with another metal alloy that is 0.8% silver. If the combined metal alloy has 3.45 grams of silver in it, how many grams to the nearest gram of the 0.8% silver alloy was used? Okay, now we have to find the weight in grams of another metal alloy which is 0.8% silver. Okay, now we can assume some variable say x which represents a weight in grams of another metal alloy that is 0.8% silver. Okay, let me finish writing. Okay, so I have assumed x as a variable which represents the number of grams of metal alloy that is 0.8% silver. Okay, according to the question, so the weight of the first metal alloy is 200 grams. In this 200 grams metal alloy, 0.3% is silver. So to find the amount of silver in this 200 grams of metal alloy, what should I do? I have to multiply this weight 200 grams by the percentage of silver. So let me multiply 0.3 percentage times 200. So this gives me the amount of silver in the first alloy whose weight is 200 grams. Positive. Okay, now let us find the amount of silver we have in the second metal alloy that is 0.8% silver. Already we have assumed x as the weight or the number of grams of the second metal alloy. So in this x grams of second metal alloy, so what's the amount of silver we have? So for that we have to find we have to multiply the weight of the second metal alloy that is x grams by the 0.8 percentage. So 0.8 percentage times x. So this gives the amount of silver in the second metal alloy whose weight is assumed as x grams. Okay, so this represents the number of grams of silver in the first metal alloy whose weight is 200 grams, and this gives the number of grams of silver in the second metal alloy whose weight is assumed as x grams. When I add them, I'll be getting the number of grams of silver in the combined metal alloy that is given in the question itself, that is 3.45. Okay, now in this equation I have to solve for x. Okay, so for that, let's convert this 0.3 percentage to decimal. Then I'm getting 0.003 times 200 positive. When I convert this 0.8 percentage to decimal, I'm getting 0.008, and here we have x. So it has to be written over here equals to 3.45. Okay, when I multiply 0.003 and 200, I'm getting 0.6 positive. 0.008x equals to 3.45. Okay, now we have to solve for x. For that, we have to isolate x. First, let me get this 0.6. For that, I subtract 0.6 from both sides. When I do so, this positive 0.6, negative 0.6 will cancel out. On the left side, I'm getting 0.008x equals to. So when I subtract 0.6 from 3.45, I'm getting 2.85. Okay, now let me write the equation over here. 0.008x equals to 2.85. Okay, now I divide both sides by 0.008. So let me do it. Okay, this 0.008, this 0.008 will cancel out. X equals to, when I divide 2.85 by 0.08, I'm getting 356.25. Okay, so already we know that x represents the weight or the number of grams of the second metal alloy, which is 0.8 percentage silver. So that's what actually we have to find. Okay, and also they're asking us to find how many grams to the nearest gram of the 0.8% silver. That means we have to round the value of x to the nearest whole number. So for that, just look at the digit at the 10th place. It's 2. If it is 5 or greater than 5, I have to add 1 to the ones place over here to round this number to the nearest whole number. But it's not 5, it's less than 5. So x can be rounded to 356, the whole number. So the nearest gram of the 0.8% silver alloy was used is 356 grams.